Okay, class, we're going to talk about resumes and cover letters. And to look at resumes and cover letters for this class, I want you to look at the UF CRC, or Career Resource Center page. UF's CRC has been the highest ranked or very highly ranked one over the past few years. This is an amazing resource you have as students. So you should check out their website. If you're on campus, go in and see them. This is something that's going to help you get ready for your career, and when you apply for internships and jobs, stand out in your career. Related to software use, related to this course, but related to a number of other things. Great resource. Part of your benefits of being a UF student, please use it, and because it's a benefit here, we're going to use it. So the website for the CRC is up here. It's just crc.ufl.edu. I'll also put a link in the Canvas page. For this video, we're going to talk about resumes and cover letters, because part of an assignment is going to be doing a resume and a cover letter or two tuned to specific companies. So from the main CRC page, you go to Students and then Resumes and Cover Letters, and that opens a new page that's about resumes and cover letters. And we're going to this site because they have some good standard practices to read about, and then have some good examples I want you to follow in your assignment. So when you open that page, this is the UFCRC resume and cover letter page. Part of your assignment and part of your work is going to be watch this video, but also read through this page on resumes and cover letters, and read through the UFCRC guidelines linked off of this page before you do your assignment related to making resumes tuned to two different companies and cover letters tuned to two different company postings that you saw for job postings. So resumes and cover letters. Read through this. So the resume page, you have a great description of the basics, reading what it's about. Again, employers will only look at a resume for about 10 to 30 seconds, so making yours clean, professional, stand out, highlight the things that they want to see from someone applying for a professional position, really worthwhile. So please read through this. A lot of the important aspects of it are highlighting your professional qualifications, things that make you stand out from anyone else, putting things in reverse chronological order, so your newest experiences and activities are first, talking less about stuff that looks like a student and more like a professional. So it's good to look at examples. We're going to look through an example on here. Good job to summarize your experiences. You can't have a lot of text. It can't be this rolling long resume. They're not going to read it. We're going to focus on making a one-page resume tuned to the two job postings you found. So one tuned to one job posting, one tuned to the other. And your two resumes should be different because you're going to tune them to those specific job postings and have to explain how you adjusted it to tune it to those companies. And within the text of this page of the CRC guidelines and the example, you can see how to tune a resume to a company. So read through this and make sure you're thinking about how to tune it towards those two job postings you said. Be sure there's no grammatical or spelling errors. Very unprofessional to have that. Review and revise. CRC will review it for you. You can do an appointment with them, but also just have your friends, your colleagues, your roommate look at this job posting, look at this resume. Look at this second job posting, look at this resume. Do they both look professional? Do they look tuned towards this company? Do you see any grammar errors or spelling errors? If you make a mistake, sometimes you reread that grammar mistake the same way each time, but having a fresh pair of eyes look at it always helps. So we're going to go through what a resume example looks like, and what I want you to follow is off the same page over the right here. It says resume examples, but it's really one example of how to prepare a cover letter and how to do a resume. So let's look at the resume first. So the resume cover example goes through how to prep a resume. Part of your time of investment in this class is to read through this. We don't have a textbook for this class. Read through this resource and follow along with it. What is a resume? Your employer or potential employer is only going to look at it for 15 to 30 seconds. Be concise, be consistent, good writing style. There are two examples on this page, one on the left here, one on the right. Let me zoom in just a little bit. what you turn in should be either this format or this format and look somewhat consistent to this page or this page. And you're going to tune it towards the job posting. So for job posting one you found, you're going to pick one of these formats. Say you pick this format on the left. You're going to make your resume tuned to that company in this format. Make it look similar with the headings and the indents under the headings and the name and the address. Now what I want you to do though is when you use your address and phone number up here, don't put your real address and phone number. That's just for your own safety of privacy. Put in some generic address like 1234 Alligator Lane and some generic 555 phone number. Don't put your real contact information in this document that you're going to turn in for the class. But if you're going to use it for a company, make sure you go back and change it to your right information. So pick either the left or the right format. Make it look similar to that and tune it towards the company. So read through that resumes page, read through this document. It gives you hints about how to make it tuned more towards the company. A good checklist to read through. Most important information first, consistency relative to the objective, reverse chronological order, meet the employer's needs. So it should communicate very specifically to that job posting or that company how you're tuning your resume. To look professional. They have a good list of action verbs in here. So for your resume, you're going to do 2 resumes, 1 for each job posting, and you're going to have to explain how you tuned each resume to the job posting and do it in the format visually like one of these 2 examples from the CRC. For a cover letter, you're also going to do a cover letter for each job posting as if you were applying to that job posting. And there's a nice little just short summation back on this website about what a cover letter is. But one big highlight here is if you're applying to multiple positions, multiple organizations, each cover letter should be written specifically to that organization. Like you tune your resume, you need to tune your cover letter to that organization that shows that you've done some research on that organization, maybe specifically why you want to work there. You can mention some modern items in the news going on. I read this article about X, Y, and Z. I was really interested in your company because of it. Your company touched my life personally because of this reason. Something should really stand out when they're reading it, not I got a bachelor's degree in accounting, I want to work at your company. I've always loved what you've done and built. I'm really excited about working for your company for this reason. I read this U.S. News and World Report on your company, and this article really spurred my interest in what you're doing in this area. I want to apply for your company because of this. Tune the cover letter to the company. Make it exciting. If I'm an employer, I'm going to read that first paragraph, and if you catch my intention about why you want to work for my company, that's a big plus for me, not putting you in the pile of, maybe not, but in the pile of, well, this person's excited, this person's alive, this person's excited not just about getting a job, but working for us. I want them here. So cover letter has a good example in here as well. We'll open this one now. Again, part of your assignment, we don't have a textbook, read through this cover letter preparation guide from the CRC. Follow this format, not too hard. This is something that we're looking for grading. Are you following the formats? Did you read through it? Did you hit those check marks? Did you tune your cover letter 1 to company posting 1, job posting 1? Did you tune cover letter 2 to job posting 2? So opening paragraph, who and why. Use a strong opening to attract the reader's interest. Get them excited about you, just as excited as you are about going to work for them specifically. Good stuff. How you learned about it, what the job is, highlight your skills and experience, acknowledge your skills in the open position, describe related achievement or success story, how it transfers to their company. They need to see that tie between what they're looking for, your background, your experiences, your excitement about them for a particular reason, and how it all ties together. That you and the company, you got to know your knowledge about their company, projects, services, why you think you're a good fit. Show that you've researched the company. I've gotten postings, I've got people apply for jobs before, a very generic cover letter saying, I want a position as an office assistant at your organization. Didn't know what our organization was. Didn't know what our specific office was. I put them in the I'm not even replying to this pile because I did zero research about who we are, what we're looking for, what our mission was. If you know about the company mission, their goals, how you can contribute to help get them to that goals in a nice, succinct cover letter. You need a closing paragraph, a tie-up, how to contact you. For this assignment, again, don't put your real address on there or real phone number, but you can put your UFL email since that's knowledge that we see anyways as graders and TAs. It's not private information, so show your email address as a way to contact you on here. You're going to keep it as a one-page cover letter. Don't go over a page. A lot of times, brevity in computer applications is key. Word is one of these computer softwares covered in this class. You got to be able to keep it to one-page resume, one-page cover letter. You're going to tune one to each of those 2 job postings you used before. And they have an example in here. So follow that along for that portion of the assignment where you have to do your resume and cover letter. And again, just for personal reasons, you should go through this UF Career Resource page. Look at more of the things they have to offer you. Great job fair, internship fairs, a lot of things that can benefit you as a UF student that'll give you an advantage. So that's what we're going to do for resumes and cover letters in this course. You're going to follow these 2 guidelines. Part of your assignment is to read through those guidelines, and when you make your resume and cover letter for company 1, for job posting 1, and resume and cover letter for job posting 2, and you're going to have to be able to write out how you distinguish yourself in each of those items, tuning to those job postings as part of this assignment. Okay, class, thanks.